Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of this LituFoto RGB LED video light for cameras, camcorders and so on. It is fully dimmable from 1 to 99%, has a color range of 2500 Kelvin to 7500, built-in rechargeable battery, aluminum alloy body with 9 common light effects, and it's only listed for around $49 at the moment. I think it's pretty new to Amazon, so it's still very cheap at the moment when we compare to similar items. It's on a really low price. The official name says LituFoto RGB video light N160, so I found it really interesting and I thought, yeah, that's definitely worth a review and showing to you, because I think it's a good opportunity here. Also the specs, as you can see, so let's take it out of the box and see what we get. So that's the content of the box, and here we have the full manual. That's a lot. Usually I'm trying to show you everything, but that's really a lot here. Yeah, there are a couple of different languages, so I think we don't need everything, so I'm going to show you a couple of pages here. First one, hope it's focusing nicely. You can see everything also here. Sometimes this can help to make a better buy decision, or if you bought used or lost the instructions. And here I think that's already the last page, which is really interesting here. So I think we have seen everything now, and let's see what we get here. Nicely packed and even with some carrying bag, and we get the charging cable, USB-C, and this cold shoe. I think it's really helpful if you want to mount this to a camera. So I think we get everything what we need. Yeah, so looks really beautiful. It has this nice thing here, RGB, looks really fancy, looks nice, good. It has these reels here to adjust everything. We have the different LEDs. So I'm a big fan of this size of RGB lights, because they are so small. You can take it in a normal pocket even when you go outside, or no matter where you are. It's really super helpful to have something small instead of carrying around really large RGB light. The one which I'm using currently is much larger. You can see that. I'm going to show you that here on the side. That's the one I'm currently using here, and yeah, actually, I mean, it's not really bad, but it's rather cheap, and there are like these plates here which are falling out and are just consuming too much size when you watch and compare, especially thickness. That's insane how much larger this thing here is and how much smaller this thing here is. It's about same price. So I'm trying now to get rid of these really bulky things and to move towards such things which are much nicer. You can see that here. You can use this. I mean, this is a normal standard tripod size. You can use that everywhere. I can even use that on the tripod stand which I've been using for the other light. And now we have to move up a little bit the camera so we can see everything. You can see that's a really nice thing here. You can also use smaller things, larger things, doesn't matter, as long as it has a standard tripod mount. So let's start a bit with the display and the buttons and all the ports and everything. So yeah, to turn it on and off we have to long press. You can see that here it's off. We turn it on with long press, and then also the display is on. You can see we have this blue light here. And yeah, we can start working with the options here. When we push here, we can go through all the options here. Like on the left top, we start with the hue here, and we have the full 360 degrees light spectrum. Hope you can see that a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to see in the camera here. I mean, the light here is really strong and nice. You can see that when I hold my hand here, but just with the white here, it's a little bit difficult. So I try to hold my hand here a little bit to get an idea how this is changing. So I'm starting here with the hue of 1, which is basically a red, and then we go through the whole spectrum. Hope you can see that. That's the yellow, that's the green now, that's the blue, purple now, and red again. You can see that we have really a 360 degrees full spectrum of light, and we cannot only adjust the light, of course, we can also change the saturation between 100% and 0%, which is basically, yeah, almost like white or black. So yeah, we have a full range of colors, saturation, also brightness, of course. Yeah, the brightness, we don't have to move to the brightness here to adjust plus and minus the brightness. That's really helpful. It has its own button here on the side. You can see that. I mean, here it's the on off. That's the thing here for the settings, all the 360 degrees, color and saturation and everything. But for the brightness has its dedicated button here, but you can still see it on the display. We can go up. You can see that here, brightness 100%. You can see it's super bright. It's extreme. Unfortunately, we cannot see the nice color. It's a full really nice red here, but yeah, it's too much for my camera. The camera cannot handle that, so we are going down a little bit here. And you can see we can really go down to 1%. That's really helpful. I mean, there are some RGB lights which can only go down to maybe 10%, 5% or so. Here, when it's needed, we can even go down to 1%. And when we click one more time, we can go to the Kelvin, I mean the color temperature. We can increase it to 7500, which is, yeah, really super cold light. We can go down to 3200, which is a really nice warm light. You can see that nice difference here compared to the cold light. And here we have a couple of different functions. We can adjust the functions. You can see them here. We can adjust them here with this reel. I mean, by the way, this is not like a normal reel. This is like an electronic reel. It just it doesn't spin fully around. You can just move it up and down a little bit, but it works pretty fast. It's safe, it's nice. So you can see it changes the options here. There's always an A and B and C. So you can see that it's slowly like pulsing. And we have the B, the flashing, we have the A, and we can go to the next function. You can see it's going through a lot of different colors. You can switch that here, similar thing, and the C. And then we go to the last like a function here. That's this blue-red, almost like police light. We have the C and we have the B. So you can see we have so many options here. And now back to the hue or to the saturation or to the Kelvin. Usually I'm using these things. So it has so many nice options. I'm turning it off here so we can see a little bit better the buttons and wheels and everything here on the side. Really nicely made professionally. Yeah, it's perfectly straight, flat here. You don't have to be worried that something gets damaged here. It's nicely recessed. And here we have the charging port, that's the input, but we do not only have like an input, we have also an output here. That's amazing. So we have a full USB-A output here, and we can use that to charge like a phone if you are out in the woods and you need also some extra power for your phone. You can use that. Of course it will lower the runtime here, but you can really use that. You could even use it at the same time as you're using the LED light. Of course it will reduce the runtime heavily, of course, but you can definitely, and you can also use this thing here while you are charging it. So when you turn it on and it's pretty low, you can see I'm here also already pretty low here. I mean, by the way, runtime in full brightness is about 2 hours, which is pretty long, I would say. I mean, usually I'm not using full power, so I can almost work the whole day, and I'm not using it all the time. By the way, this thing here, this flickering here, is not a problem with the LCD here. It's just a problem with my camera because of the picture refreshing rate, and it's not in sync here. It happens a lot, so don't be worried. The display is perfectly fine. It's a nice one, it's really bright. You can see that easily here. I mean, again, you can run this thing while you're charging it. When you see it is low on power and you have a power bank, you can connect it and run the light while you're charging it, or even charge a phone from here while you're using the RGB light. That's really helpful. Yeah, and again, we have here the tripod mount. We have really everything, and it has this diffuser here, which you can see. So sometimes you have to add these plates here, so this is already built in here. That's really nice, so you can't lose that. This is what I like, and for me absolutely works. It's even better than the V-Light, which I already have, and I have been always a big fan of the V-Light, but the V-Light is about $20 more, and this has even more functions. It has the full range, it has the brightness from 1 to 99%, and I mean, the only thing which is a little bit lower is the Kelvin. The V-Light goes up to 8500. This is 7500, but you can see that 7500 is pretty much a wide thing, so there's nothing which I would need on top of that. What is really helpful, that I can go down to 3200. You can see that here, that's the lowest value, and that's the most important thing, that I can go pretty low and have a really super warm light, which helps me a lot when I make some pictures or so. So I mean, if you're worried about the range, I can tell you there are a lot of RGB lights which go only up to 5600 or 7200, so 7500 is already very high. And the good thing is that we can change these things super fast. So sometimes when you just have buttons here, it's usually much slower. This is can be changed really fast here. So yeah, this is huge. I mean, it's hard to find anything which is not perfect on this photo light. It's a nice one, it's small, it's powerful, it's versatile, it has everything. So yeah, for me definitely works, and I will put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it too. And I will not only provide the link to this thing here, to this product, but also to a set. There's a nice set with 2-pack of these LED lights and with 2 stands, so it's a nice value set, and I'll put down the link to this set as well into the description. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video, and if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.